Today we will talk about left-hand sounds or a combination of left-hand sounds that we can play together with style and together with whole song. As you know, in other keyboards, if you want to make combination of the sounds for right and left hand, you'll choose instrument for right hand and you will find upper 1, 2, 3 and you will find some lower sounds. And you can make combination of upper and lower sounds and you can save it as an instrument for solo section. That is a good idea, but there is something that I don't like. If I want to change instrument, when I change instrument, those instruments for left hand, they will be changed to other instrument that I saved together with combination of left and right hand. So I want to separate solo section from instruments that I have in combination for left hand. And I am talking about instruments that you play together with style, not that are part of the style. So, and Keton Event, they have the best solution for that. Actually, you can find same way of thinking in SD series. I have it in SD90. In front of me, I have Keton Event, and I will show you to you how it works on Keton Event. Combination of left-hand sounds that you can play along with style. Before we go to that, before we explore this type of combination that we can use with style when we are playing, I want to just, as an introduction, to give you structure of the style in Keton Event. It is very complicated, very complex, and it has a lot of options. So pay attention to this, what you can have in one style. First, let me exit from this window. On Keton Event, you will press to View and Modeling. And then you will see Drum section. In Drum section, you have 5 options. You can use real drums or MIDI drums, MIDI patterns, like every arranger keyboard has mostly those kind of drums, MIDI patterns. Then you can choose Groove 1, or in some keyboards it could be percussions. And you can choose Groove 2 and Groove 3. All those 5 options, you can mix them and you can save them in variation A, B, C, and D. And you have vary button. When you press that, you can have 4 more options to save those combinations. So it is 5 combinations that you can use whatever you want and save it variation. Now, beside of that, you have bass guitar and you have 2 choices. Real bass guitar that are played by real bass guitar players, or you can use MIDI pattern bass guitar that you can find in any another arranger. Those are 2 another options that you can use. On top of previous 5, it is 7 options. Now, we'll go to chords. In chords, you have, like in every arranger keyboard, you have accompaniment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can have there, it is called in Keton world, chord 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are tracks that are part of style. But beside of that, you have live guitars, you have long chords, and you have real chords. So 8 options on top of another. So we have 8 chords. In chord option, you have 8 choices. In bass guitar 2, that is 10, and plus drums 5. It is 15 tracks, 15 choices of instrument that you can have in one style. And for Keton, that is not enough. On top of that, now we'll go to section that is main thing of today's video, lower section. So that lower section is actually your left hand. Then on top of your style, you are adding 3 instruments as a lower instruments that are from your split points on your left side. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, in another keyboards, you have to save them together with your combination of lower and upper voices. But here, you have separate upper voices and now lower voices. You can save 3 lower voices. Any combination of 3 voices for any of those variations separately or all of them together. And you can choose which instrument. You can mix them, choose octave, and that is not enough. Even Ketron is giving us option of behavior of those voices, how you want them to behave. For example, now, I have in variation A, I have pop slow organ. And they play when I play. If I don't play, then they don't play. See, so that is that thing that you can do with your left hand. You are playing a variation, but you are actually, even beside of that variation, you have an option to play harmonies. But now you have another option for that instrument to have it on another way. So presently I'm using lower 2 pop slow organ, and now I want them to play. Even if I don't play, I want them to behave as a pad that is going on together with style. Now, if I go to settings, I will just press on lower 2, I will press option, hold, start. And now look at. Now it is behaving like it is part of the style. Now I don't need to make part of the style to waste one part of the style on this pad that I can have during whole performing. I can choose just one of lower voices and give that voice option to hold as a pad, and I can use another part of the track to put another instrument or another arrangement to make that song richer with more happening inside of the song, inside of variation. Now, if I switch to variation B, now instead of that organ, I have power chord guitar. But now that wasn't enough to catch on. Now they want to give us more tricks that we can use. And what is that trick? Now, if I play one key, if I need a minor, I have to play 3 keys or 2. But now it is playing 3 sounds of guitar. But I want to have just one sound of guitar. Now I am going to use another trick that I have in Ketron. Now, I will choose mono option for this guitar. Instead of I will engage button, mono for this guitar. And now, whenever I play minor, it will play just one note, and that note is going to be a first note of this chord. So, main note of that chord. Look at that now. I'm playing A minor. But it's playing just one. It is playing guitar on just on note A. Now I will go back and switch to now with right hand. Now I don't have place to play right hand because in front of my keyboard on right side is this camera that is focused to Ketron event. But I can give you idea. Now my right hand and left hand, combination of the sounds of right hand and left hand, they work separately. Now I can choose any sound for right hand. and still my organ is playing in left hand, and I can change it now to violin. And variation 2 with that guitar. Amazing option that we have here. Now, that is something that we can find in Ketron Event, something in Ketron SD90 or Keytron. Now, it is a really beautiful thing that we have in this instrument. So remember, instead of having combination of upper and lower voices saved as a solo instrument, then we are tied for that instrument. When we change instrument, we don't have those lower voices anymore. Now, instead of this option, we have 3 choice of lower voices on top of a style that we can play on any way. Now, if we go to the setting will give us next option. Hold that chord together as a pad of the style, or hold on stop. Now, when we need that, hold on stop. For example, if we play song, look at that now, what is going to happen. I'm playing. But when I stop, now on stop, if I press here, hold on stop. Now in this case, let me go to this instrument. Let me see, lower 1. Or 2. Now look at, I have hold on stop. And I can continue playing. I have hold. But I can stop style. My chord will not stop. If I have something to play rubato, amazing. Now I can stop this. Now, beside of hold on start during the style, hold on stop, or don't hold, whatever combination, I can hold on break, I can stop on mute, and I can mute. For each of those sounds, combination of those 3 sounds, and everything could be different in any variation. You know what? There is so much things going on here that you cannot imagine. You can get headache how many options we got here. But if you don't want to be confused about those options, instead of having option, just make combination of the sounds, behavioral instruments, and instead of single, press global. And now it will behave in each of those styles on same way. You can just have same way of behavior and same combination of instruments in each part of the style, if you want to on that way, and then you can change your right hand. So, and of course, in my situation, I put hold on stop, but if I disconnect hold on stop, now when I play, there is no hold on stop. Now, and plus a voice lock, lower and bass, that is option that you have on your arranger keyboard. You know what is that, lower and bass. That option that you can find on your Korg PA or your Genos. That is option that exists for many years in keyboards, lower plus bass. It means you can get it by the time. Now I disconnect. Now I don't. If I press, you know that option. Okay, so that's it about this video. Hopefully you like this video, and please subscribe, and see you in my next video. All the best to you.